Alright, some updates on the Camaros. As y'all saw that one right there, 5.3 adjusted cam, mid-12s. I mean, I don't think there's any other motor you can pull out of the junkyard, put a cam in it, and run mid-12s. And that's a heavy car, and I'm 300 pounds. So, 3,500 to 3,550 race weight and running mid-12s. Through a turbo 400, takes more power to turn than a 4L60E or a turbo 350. An 8.8 rear end, which takes more power to turn than a 10-bolt 7.5. The tire size is not a good choice for it. Those are 28s. This would run better on 26s, honestly, if you just kept it on motor. 14 gear. A 410 gear and a 26-inch tire would probably be perfect for that combo. But and it's got, I don't know why I did, but I put 35 spline axles in that. I had 28 spline stock axles, it would break them. I put Ford's 28 spline axles in it, it would break them on nitrous. The LT1 would anyway. So I said, screw it, I'm putting 35 splines in it. But that was kind of a mistake. I should have put 31s in it, because 31s would have been plenty. But on this one, we fought and fought and fought and fought and fought and fought this thing. I didn't really make a lot of videos on their cars, which I should, because we pulled the motor out of that one and put it in. Which Brandon's pretty much done everything. He comes over here and works on it, and he might ask for a little bit of help here and there, but not really much. I think the only thing I helped him with was lining the K-member up to the body. And then Austin helping, which you have to have two people to line the steering column up with the steering wheel. Other than that, man, he's done all that all by himself. And I've been helping Austin with this one. And the computer would read and write. They would take tunes. I don't know, but it kept fouling out the plugs. And we've been using the same tune, so I put my computer on it and I loaded the same tune, and it started and ran just fine. We put his computer on it, it wouldn't run at all. We started it and he sprayed carburetor cleaner in there and it stayed running. So the injectors were shutting off, just like the VATS wasn't programmed. It'd start, run 3 seconds and quit, just like if VATS was not turned on.
Only thing about that though,
and we had VATS turned off.
You give it gas so it stay running too though.
Again, I don't know. And occasionally it would idle, just out of the blue. So he went and got another ECM. We put the same tune in it. It started right up, ran fine, he backed it right out. That would make a lot of sense. Usually when a ECM is bad, you can't read or write to it. But that ECM is definitely bad.
Look inside that turbo.
Yeah, that's where it was flooding itself out. On initial startup, it was just pouring the fuel. But I mean, it'd start and then like the injectors would just quit. So we did a compression check. We checked for vacuum leaks. What else did we do?
Pulled injectors out, make sure they was working.
We pulled injectors out, make sure they was firing, and they was on startup. I mean, we did a bunch of stuff, I can't remember, but we ruled everything out. And even the tuner guy, I think he didn't even think it was the ECM, and it had to be. I knew it had to be, because it couldn't have been nothing else, because we checked everything. And we changed that ECM out, put the same exact tune in it, and it started right up. He idled and backed it out. Now it's a little too fat, but we're going to take some fuel out, get her dialed in, and yeah. And then the dyno tuner is going to put it on the dyno, because I'll be honest with you, I've never tuned a turbo motor. And I really don't know what tables I need to have. I know you need to add a whole bunch of fuel in, and I know about where to put it in the tables, but I don't know exactly where to put it. And he don't have a wideband, and I'm definitely not going to guess on that. But yeah, Brandon over here, he's about got his done. He might get it done tomorrow. But it's got that mega squirt. Look, he's already got his turbo on. Already got this turbo on. Ooh. Now he's really close to getting this thing done. Really close. But it's got Mega Squirt on it. I don't know a lot about that, but we'll see if we can't get it running right. But he traded his second gen. His second gen was a Vortec motor. Yeah, I think it was pretty much, he said some work had been done to the heads, and it had a big cam in it because it hit a mean lick. But if y'all saw that video, what it run? It ran at 12.4 too, didn't it?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it ran at 12.4 and it wasn't even dialed in. It was the carburetor needed some love, and I just guessed on the timing. I didn't have a timing light to time it with. Mine, the Vortec motor, it only has the 0 mark on the balancer and the 0 mark on the timing cover. And the only timing light I got is the one for Christopher's car, because those adjustable timing lights, they don't really like to work with them MSD ignitions. So we use one that's not adjustable. And his balancer's got all the degree marks on it from like 0 to 60, I think. But yeah, we're gonna do some tuning on this, get it on the dyno. And that's just I think it's an eBay GT45. And just a stock LS1, but we're gonna put a sloppy stage 2 cam in it. I think he wants to do that before he puts it on the dyno, so that might be next up on the video list. And that one right there, it's got twin GT35s on it. So, see if these boys can give Christopher's second gen any competition.
Probably not.
I'm gonna save up money. I'm gonna put a big turbo on mine. I'm gonna put like a S480 or 7875 or whatever they call them things. And I'm gonna get another fuel pump. I'm gonna get some real big injectors, and I'm gonna set mine up to where it'll handle a lot of boost. And I'm gonna save the money up to do that, because that's expensive. The injectors are like $1,000. The turbo's like $1,000. Then I have to do the stand-up radiator like he's already done. His drain line's leaking on his turbo, so he has to get in there and tighten that up. And he's trying to figure out how to get in there.
You figure out these little issues once it starts running. Yeah, it's soaking wet. That's definitely what's leaking. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though.
But we're happy now, because I didn't make any videos on this, but we fought with this thing to try to figure. I spent 2 days out here trying to tune it after work, trying to get it to tune and try to get it to run. So there's that. And then we spent another 2 or 3 days just trying to figure out why it wasn't run, because we kept thinking it was in the motor, because we never would imagine with that computer reading and writing that it was wrong. But that's that. But Brandon will be back over later. He might finish that up. And on this one right here, I'm getting a vibration from the motor. So I'm gonna see if it maybe needs a little bit more fuel lower in the lower cruise cells. And then if that don't work, I'm gonna unhook the torque converter and then see if it's still there. If it's still there, then I'm just gonna change the balancer. You can get the balancers for like $60 at the parts store. I didn't realize they were that cheap. And just put a different balancer on it. But I definitely want to address that before I go to spraying nitrous, because it's a pretty bad vibration. And then I think the drive shaft's too short. Somehow that 5.3 screwed everything forward about a ½ inch. And I do get some vibration in the drivetrain when you let off the gas. So I don't know. Try to figure that out. And that's about it on this one. And then Chris will be here September, Labor Day weekend. And we're going to go to a race. And I bet that thing runs a 9.7 this time. We got her tucked away back there. The car cover on it. Yeah, Carport Garage Drag Racing. Y'all like and subscribe and have a great day.